This story of the entire Bible can be summed up in the accounts of two men. The first Adam, who has a race of humanity that is under the penalty of sin and death. It's been dominated and owned by death in every way. It's not God's humanity. They are estranged from God, and Adam did that by sinning against God. He put his whole line of descendants, his entire family tree, he made them subject to sin and death. Now, the last Adam is also the first of a new line of humanity. Okay? This line of humanity is not ruled by death in any shape, way, or form. They are ruled by life because they are marked by the image of the firstborn of this humanity. Is Jesus ruled by death? No. Is Jesus ruled by sickness and disease? No. Is Jesus ruled by pain? He's not ruled by anything concerning death or any of its effects, and that is exactly who he has made you. Okay? And you have to drill this truth into your brain. You have to saturate your brain and your believing and your understanding and your mouth and your thoughts and your actions with this fact that you have been raised with Christ into a reality where death has no hold on you, where death has no effect over you. In fact, where you have been made master over death. We'll go over at least one verse concerning this. He has taken away our sickness. Why? Because a son of God has no sickness and carried our pain. Why? Because a son of God has nothing to do with pain that proceeds because of death. This is Jesus' substitutionary sacrifice. Okay? He substituted himself to carry these things away so that a new line of humanity could be established in the earth, whereby these things do not exist anymore. Yet we esteemed him stricken, smitten by God, and afflicted. Verse 5, but he was wounded for our transgressions. Okay? That's the acts of sin that you've committed that bear the penalty of death. He was bruised for our iniquities. This is the substitutionary part of Jesus' sacrifice, where he has cut away from you the debt of sin held against you, because sin and death that came from Adam, the first man. Then it says the beatings that he received, the beatings for our well-being and health. That's the word shalom. The beatings for our shalom, which is complete wholeness in every way, mental, spiritual, physical wholeness, which we see in the man Jesus Christ, was upon him. So he even was our substitution so that we could be made whole in every way. This was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. And this stripe is actually singular. It's a stripe that he received at the whipping post. And this stripe simply means they took a whip and filleted his back and pulled all the skin and muscle off of it and exposed the inside of his body. Okay? So he substituted his body to destruction so that you could have complete health and complete well-being, that you could be in a state of shalom, which is complete wholeness. Okay, spirit, mind, and body. Spirit, soul, life, and body.